All right, that's it. There we all, Nigel. Make sure it's picking everything. All right, it's picking my voice up. Say something.
Check, check, one, two, three.
Perfect. 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 There we go. That's going good. It's going good. It's really nice. Perfect. Perfection, sus. Perfections. All right. Let me throw this up, chat up here in the corner, just in case we have anybody that's wanting to talk. I'm not gonna assume that anybody's going to talk, but anyways, all right. So back to what we were talking about. Yeah, no. So I don't know the exact issue what's going on with PlayStation right now because it's so fucking weird. Like they had so many different issues going on with what within there. Like it was like server issues, it was login issues, gameplay issues, payment issues, getting into a game or like switching from Fortnite to Call of Duty. They had issues there as well too.
Right.
They had like a ridiculous amount of issues. It was just insane to me. I was like, damn, really? Holy fuck.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with PS4 servers right now.
Yeah, it's being weird. So I'm not even gonna. I want to do the podcast with you for like an hour and something like that, or like an hour and a half, depending on how long you want to do it for. We're
Right.
gonna roll out with it and hope that everything goes good with it. So see where it goes from there. Did you have any other like? Did you have any main topics you want to talk about? Did you want to talk about like
Um.
Fortnite in a whole? Because here recently, Fortnite, the way they're changing their shit up, I think they have an end game. I just don't know what the end game is, and them consistently changing their fucking meta gun is really fucking with me, and also their builds too.
Right. I don't know. I guess Fortnite, like as a whole, they have to figure out what their true end game is gonna be, because the way they're changing the meta so much, and then how many different items that they are coming out, they're broken right off the bat. Then they have to nerf them right immediately the next patch.
Yeah,
It's like you gotta figure out what's gonna be a good balance for all the guns in your game. Like, yeah, there's gonna be some guns that are more overpowered than others because that's what's meta now. Scoped ARs making a comeback, being a laser beam. LMGs making a comeback as like an SMG, but it does more damage and shreds through your builds.
yep,
Um, they nerfed the C4s down a little bit. So I think they're trying to get away from explosives, except for the rockets, because rockets are still OP.
they're hella
And
OP.
and then like you have your grenade launchers, you have your like grenades. Those don't really change much, but because RPGs are doing so good over C4, any basically shot or major explosive is gonna be part of the big OP meta. So really, right now, this is a AR, SMG, and explosive meta.
Well, yeah, hell yeah, it is, dude. Like it's fucking. They completely switched the game up. They completely switched the fucking game up. In all honesty, like it went from a basic like Fortnite was basic. It was straightforward. Everybody enjoyed it. Everybody loved it. It was building. It was the specific guns, but then they try to add new guns, new skins, keep trying to change the map, adding the whole new birthday scheme and stuff to it. Fucking
Yeah,
everything. It was so fucking annoying. And then now they added a new sub to it, which completely fucking turned everything around. Because yeah, a lot of people you see running the LMG because you can use it as a sub. It's not. They don't have it like. They don't have it set correctly. Like you can run. It's very inaccurate, yeah, but you can shoot so many fucking bullets down range, breaking builds, and even it works even close range as well too. I've used it for close range. I mean, shit. Look at some of the ninja use it for close range and shit, and fucking it's ridiculous. And then they have the P90. So you have the
yeah.
P90 now, who just it rips through builds, and it's a fucking god gun. Like if somebody has a P90 and I'm going against them, more like 90 out of 100, I'm going to lose the gunfight.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. And by far, that's usually generally what's gonna happen. And I just think that I understand how they're wanting to do things, but any patch that comes out anymore, it's a whole new meta change.
Yeah, it completely switches the game up. Everybody plays differently. Are they okay in the background? So, it sounds like someone's dying in the background.
My fiance's in the bathroom.
Is she okay?
Yeah, she hasn't been feeling well today.
Oh shit, dude. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
That
so
sucks.
it does. It does.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
I mean, there's really nothing I can do.
Yeah, just let her get out the sickness or whatever it is. Let her.
Yeah,
You think she's prego? She could be prego.
no, no.
Oh shit.
So I'm reading some of the subreddits for the Fortnite Battle Royale, and I guess there's a pickaxe suggestion subreddit, and they're looking at an icon banner pickaxe.
Hmm.
Now, someone also suggested a banner cape as back bling, so that would be really sick.
That'd be pretty dope. That would actually be really dope.
Yeah. Um. So
Anything
it's
else?
basically you can use your banner for like your current banner as whatever it's gonna be when you walk with it or have it out or if it's on your back as a cape or something.
That'd be pretty dope. Yeah, but could they really, like, they're trying to throw these extra ideas out as of right now. I think Fortnite should fucking calm down and
Yeah.
first fix their shit, and then from there they can move on and do what they want to do or whatever
Work
they
with
want to do.
cosmetics. Yeah.
Yeah, because to me personally, they need to work on the fucking game in itself. Because holy shit, dude! And plus the drops here today. Actually, the drops recently, the floor guns, as well as chests, man, have been absolutely fucking shit. I don't know if they do that just because it's the weekend or what it is. I have no idea, but it's frustrating. Past 3 days, it's been like that.
Right.
Actually, it's been like that since the update. My fucking shin is just, I don't know why my fucking I keep itching my shin, but yeah, they need to fix it. And I mean, they're the leading ones, and but truthfully, nobody's gonna stop fucking playing because they love Fortnite. They're just gonna fucking bitch about it and then still play.
Right. And I don't know. I don't know if it's just like certain people that are having issues with it or complaining about things or like what it is.
Could also just be my luck and my shot today. I don't know what it could be. Could be anything.
Dude,
Fucking.
it's I've had the same luck and it's been rough.
It's been rough going.
Yeah.
I feel like the game mechanics have switched up to the way people used to play to playing now. Like when I first started playing Fortnite, figured out how people played their rotations, their ideas and stuff. But now it seems like everyone just plays so sporadic and so weird that it's hard to get a feel of, like, because when you first run into a gunfight with somebody, you can kind of get a feel for them at the very beginning to see what they're going to do, if they're builders, if they're just straight shooters, what they're trying to do. But now, because there's fucking OPS, rocket launchers, fucking subs, LMGs, everything, and the builds are weaker, so you can't really build against somebody unless somebody's a god at building. So it's hard to kind of pick up on cues when you first run into somebody shooting wise.
Yeah. And I don't know, there's just different things that go into everything as well. It's hard to call everything and have it go your way.
I wonder if that's like maybe that's the addiction with Battle Royale, because there's always so many variables going into the game that you really can't put your finger on it. But something's there, but you just can't put your finger on it, but you still enjoy the fuck out of it because of it.
Right.
Well, we can always move off Fortnite though too, because that was just kind of a topic I wanted to mention and talk about.
Yeah. Because, I mean, it's something that needs to be talked about, and I think what needs to happen is Epic really needs to focus more on the actual gameplay itself for the Battle Royale. Because I've sat in discussions with, like, the developers for Save the World. And, like, a live, like, Discord discussion with, like, the community members through the Fortnite server and everything. And those are interesting. Those are very interesting because they bring up new things that they are thinking about bringing out, and whether the community would like it or not, and then they go based off of that feedback. And what I think needs to happen from Epic as well is, instead of going through all the Reddit threads to figure out what people like and don't like, get people in the live Discord call. Get them get the live feedback that you want. Bring up the new topics and new ideas that you want to do. See how the community reacts to it, and go based off of that. Rather than, oh, we think this is gonna be good, have it be a meme of Fortnite, because Fortnite's just like becoming a meme game. It's like a game full of memes and trolls. So instead of just like trying to figure out what's working and what's not, actually figure out what your community wants before you release something new.
I feel like they're moving too fast. They feel like they have this momentum and they're trying to keep it going, but they need to slow up for just a second, because if they keep the way they're going, they're gonna fucking just straight up destroy the game. There's gonna be something to come out next that's just gonna take over, and if they slow up for just a little bit, just for a second, and clear up some of the issues and fix some of the issues, figure out what needs to be corrected and what's going on, how people are feeling within the community. They just need to take a step back real quick, because they're just moving, they're just doing, and they just keep consistently going and going and going and going and going. Like, just hold up for a minute, all right?
Mm.
Like, you know, I mean, because they have the, you know, the challenges and stuff like that. That's cool, that's chill. I mean, that's fine. You can have a group of people take care of that, but in the meantime, stop dropping these guns. Stop dropping fucking, you know, changes to the map. Just let it ride for a minute. Let it cool down for a second, and then pick up and go from there.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess there's some things that Epic has done well, and some things that they need to work on and can work on to improve and figure out what they need to do and what they could do better.
What they can do, yeah. Of course, they could have an end game too, because I was talking to Teo about this earlier. Because he was also talking about the P90 and all these, you know, fucking updates and everything that's, because it's never nonstop with Fortnite. It's never not going. They're always dropping new skins, all new kinds of shit, everything. If they were to take just a second and chill. Is she okay?
Yeah, she's fine.
I had to move the camera just slightly.
Mm-hmm.
But all right, let's go ahead and flip the script though. Let's move on to something a little more interesting than Fortnite. All right. Obviously, I want to take a fucking jab at government, political, but it's too easy to take a stab at it, especially right now. Especially right now, it's too easy to take a stab at it. So I'm just gonna kind of like gap that real quick.
Right.
All right. Out of curiosity, do you feel teachers should make more money?
See, and I've thought about this before, because I'm like, some of the teachers, I understand, like, they're underpaid, and I get that. And a lot of things is, one thing I would like, I don't know if it's just me, but pay the teachers based on what the kids' like state test scores are or whatever, because then that's showing, or like your individual schooling testings, you know, like, oh, your school is top 5%, you get like so much like paid because you're doing such a good job with the kids. They're actually learning something from you, rather than like having a teacher being a blow off teacher, not doing too well with like the kids and everything, and then getting paid these buku bucks or whatever that they're getting paid. So it's like I think there could be a fine line.
Yeah, to give them an incentive to keep, because I mean, you could have teachers go in there and just like, you know, fuck, throw on a movie and sit back and make, you know, buku bucks.
Yeah.
We don't know, but it's the same thing with cops too. If cops are making bank, I mean, obviously they're probably going to pull people over, especially breaking the law, but they might not actually have to reach these quotas. Like, I feel like they're under pressure to meet these quotas, and that's why you see all these people pissed off and all this road rage, and, you know, these people doing dumb shit.
Yeah.
Because, you know, the fucking cops meeting their quota, and, I mean, there's a few other things that go into it, but, I mean, there's so many people that get underpaid. I mean, to think that most of our money, most of our tax-paying money goes to the military. than the United States. It doesn't go to anything else. It doesn't go to, well, I know Trump, well, a little, I'm going to take a step back there, and Trump talking about, Space Force and stuff, but.
Yeah, I don't see that happening. Like, it's completely useless. Why do we need to have like soldiers up in space? It's like, how are you gonna fight a space war?
I don't know. I have no idea. I don't.
We gonna turn into Star Wars and have like blasters now and shit? Like,
if we do, fucking sign me up, because I'll be a fucking stormtrooper. You can dress me in all fucking white.
I'll take it. I'll do it. Like,
I'll be the next fucking Boba Fett. At me, motherfucker.
At you.
No, I do. I think it's. I think it's fucking. Oh god, Jesus! It's so funny to see the way like the community or the United States is going. I guess as a whole, because I don't want to say like the community, because I mean community can be divided into all kinds of different things, and just as a whole, as a melting pot, us as the United States is kind of going, I think, in the wrong direction.
Right.
But that's one fucking 26-year-old borderline alcoholic. His thoughts alone. So I don't know. I mean, somehow, what really pisses me off is how Hillary won the votes, but the electoral college still voted for Trump. I don't know.
I don't know why. I don't know. I don't understand it.
The electoral college is outdated. It's dumb. It should be fucking completely kicked out the fucking. But no, because those people voting, the electoral college, the people voting are probably getting a nice little fat check or some crazy shit for it.
Right. See, and I don't know. I think I'm kind of. I don't know if you could call it like old-fashioned, but I don't think the president of a nation should be on social media as much as he is.
No, I agree with you. I definitely agree with you on there. Like he should.
Like, my dude, you have a job to do to make sure that the country is doing fine, and you're sitting here on Twitter ranting and raving about what the country's doing or what other countries are doing and what threats it poses. And
do you know he spent I think about, what was it, like less than a quarter of his time in office thus far golfing? He's like, the only president who has spent, and fuck, we roll right into government too. I tried to avoid it. Fucking, oh god, Trump, you're such a fucking dick. You're an asshole. You're a fucking asshole. Who says grab him by the pussy and still gets elected into fucking office?
Yeah, I mean, he's 70 years old, for Christ's sake. I'm like, don't put him in office.
No, don't put him in office.
Put him with, like, well, don't even put him with the other old guys in the Supreme Court justice.
The fucking baby bloomers and shit. No, don't. Yeah, no.
It's like, I think he needs to stay out of politics and keep to his business.
I almost got into an argument with my stepdad. All right, so my stepdad is the fucking, like, he doesn't, like, I think he just shoots shit off not knowing, because I was sitting there, we were talking, all right, we were talking about first it was like a little bit in the government. No, it started off with Ted Nugent. It started off with Ted Nugent, of all these accusations of him being a draft dodger, and there's all this fucking proof to him being a draft dodger. And we were talking about the military, and I said something about Ted Nugent being a draft dodger. And my stepdad was like, well, I like fucking Ted Nugent, this and that, he's blah, 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 blah. I was like, well, he was just on, a podcast that I watch, Joe Rogan. And he was like, well, fuck Joe Rogan. He's against guns and this and that. I was like, I don't think he's against guns. He hunts and stuff. So I don't know. He's like, I've heard of him. He's a comedian, this and that. I was like, well, if you watch his podcast, I mean, he's an avid hunter. Like, he has people on his show who hunt. Like, he does bow hunting, and he also, uses rifles and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, he might not be, like, maybe you should definitely go a little bit deeper into somebody's history or check their mental health before giving them a gun. But
well, and the whole thing with going back like months ago with all these school shootings and all these teenagers are walking into schools with like AR-15s. Why does a general public member own an AR-15? You can't hunt with it.
No.
it's not a hunting gun. You can't do anything with it. Like, why have an AR-15 that's below, like, just like the basic AR-15, just below the military grade AR-15 to a general public member? Like, you can't, like, the general public should not have access to guns that the military has access to.
No. Back in the day, yeah, it used to be. I mean, yeah, the right to bear arms was fine. You know, fucking tread on me. You know, I'll tread on you. That whole thing and everything. Yeah, okay, fine. General public, if you want to, if there was to be a revolution against our government, another world war, some shit like that, fine. Do you really think we're gonna fucking get anywhere with excuse me, AR-15s when they have fucking drones?
Yeah, it's like we're getting nowhere with these military weapons being out to the general public, and I think the guns that should be allowed are the ones that are only allowed for hunting.
For hunting is fine. If you're an avid gun lover, someone like, all right, so I'm not per se against. I'm not against people having AR-15s. Like, even if it's a level below the military grade, I'm not against it by any means. But my main thing is fucking regulations. I can walk into a store right now and get a gun. There's been recorded. Who was it? No, wait. Fuck. I might actually bring up the video. Ted Nugent was talking about it, and he's just so fucking arrogant. Like, oh god, I fucking hate Ted Nugent. I would kick him square in the fucking testes to never have a child again. The man's an arrogant fucking prick. He thinks like the one good song they had, he brings it up as them being the best rock band of all time, and this and that, and you know, you're not the greatest rock band of all time. All right, you're a speck. That's all you are in the history of rock bands. Like, I could name fucking 5 off the top of my head that would be hella. Even new age too, that would be so much better than you, that are better than you at singing, producing, fucking music, everything. You're fucking shit.
Yeah, it's like he lost everything that he was good at when music changed and he got older, and now he just hates on everything because he can't do what he loves anymore, and he's running out of money to spend.
Yeah, he's a fucking prick. He hunts. I don't find the that was another issue too about hunting wild animals. I don't see, like, all right, so like, are you really gonna go out and hunt a lion and eat its meat? Are you gonna go hunt a giraffe? You know, what is the fucking point of that? I don't understand. You travel so far, like back in the day, if you know, 1800s or whatever, you hunted what was in the area. You didn't fucking travel all the way fucking up. Well, yeah, I'll say 1800s, because Ernest Hemingway, he was an avid hunter. He used to hunt, but he was intelligent. He at least appreciated, and he wasn't just somebody who hunted for the fucking thrill of it. You know, military background, all kinds of shit. He hunted, or he actually might have hunted for, I don't know, he's dead, so, but he could have hunted for the fun of it. I don't know. But to me personally, even going against Ernest Hemingway, because he's one of my favorite authors, there's no point. Why the fuck are you hunting a lion or a giraffe or a fucking elephant or any of this shit? There's no point to it whatsoever. There's no fucking point.
I don't see. I think any exotic animal other than like your bear, your deer, rabbit, squirrel, whatever, should be allowed for hunting, because you then start creating an extinct species to where the future generation may never see one because they're all like gone and dead because people keep hunting them.
Same thing with sharks too. Sharks are being fucking killed by the millions every year.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Like, what the fuck is the point? Really? Like, we're literally a disease on this earth. Any planet we go to, we're just gonna be a fucking disease. Because everybody has their... I understand everybody has their own agenda. Everybody wants to do their own thing. Everybody wants to exhilarate and live life, and, you know, whatever it is, whatever it may be, that's fine. But you kind of have to respect where we live.
Mm-hmm.
Like these whole borders and stuff like that. Like, you know, everybody's bordered off into, you know, countries and stuff, and and then even smaller than that, segregated into counties, states, whatever.
Right.
Guess what? When we fucking die, there ain't gonna be no borders. If we get hit by a big ass meteor, ain't nobody gonna think about borders. Nobody's gonna think about race, color, fucking religion, sex, fucking anything. We're all just gonna be stuck here and be dead.
Yeah, because all we are really is a parasite.
That's all we are. That's the way it seems like we're leaving this earth, is just as a parasite. We're literally just slowly killing this planet that we live on as a parasite.
Yeah, and no one's really seen the true reality of that or giving a damn to.
Nah, they don't care. They don't give a fuck.
No.
I know you've been up for a while too, man. Holy shit, I can't believe you're still kicking. Still fucking kicking. That cocaine, man, that shit'll kick in.
I'm a gamer, man.
That's it. That is definitely it. Of course, in truth, though, I mean, this is just my feelings personally, so I don't know everybody's thoughts, or I've not done enough research into certain things. This is just kind of me going off the cusp of how I feel.
Yeah, right.
Because I can't say which way or the other what everyone's feeling or what everyone's ideas or thoughts or emotions going into this.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
my main thing about when I see some dumb shit, I especially reading it on social media, I take it with a grain of salt because I don't know the situation that happened or what played out. I don't know. So
speaking of social media, what do you think of all this fucking Kiki challenge bullshit? In my fields, the In My Fields challenge.
I'm not seeing the In My Fields challenge, but I have seen the Kiki challenge though. I have seen the Kiki challenge.
Alright, so the In My Fields challenge is similar to the Kiki challenge, but the In My Fields challenge, a lot of it now is teenagers or even young adults, like our age, Lumpy, driving on the road in like neutral, going like 10, 15, 20 miles an hour, playing Drake's In My Fields song and dancing with the car moving.
Yeah, I've seen that. Okay,
I'm
so
like,
that's the Kiki. Yeah, that's the In My Field.
How? I'm like, this is where society has led to. This is proving to other countries that we are probably one of the dumbest countries. And we think that we're all high and mighty because we're full of ourselves.
It's that gratification. Everybody wants to do it to get the gratification. Everybody wants to feel something. Everybody wants to, get all those fucking likes on social media. Yeah, everybody wants to join the craze.
Yeah, but you also gotta look at all these people, they're jumping out of their vehicles and getting hurt because they're getting hit by other cars. They're getting hit by their own cars because they don't land on their feet. They're trying to catch up. They lose their car crashes. It's like you have all these other issues because people are being stupid. That could be easily avoided because one person started to do a dance movement and now it's led to jumping out of your car to dance. And it's like, congratulations, Drake. Congratulations. Your song is famous for making people jump out of their cars and dance for no reason.
You can't blame it on Drake per se because it's not Drake's fault. Drake just produced a song and then somebody started the trend. Somebody was like, oh, that's cool as fuck. Maybe I can do that and get a shit ton of likes as well.
He's like,
it's the dumbest thing, like with the Tide Pod challenge or what else was it? All these fucking, there's so many challenges, or the mannequin challenge, or the mannequin challenge wasn't as bad.
The mannequin challenge was actually pretty lit. That was really cool.
Yeah, that was pretty dope. I'll give him that one. That was cool. I mean, then it started to get really saturated with a shit ton of people trying to do the mannequin challenge, and if you fall into a trend, that's fine. If that's something you enjoy, that's fine to me personally.
I think with the mannequin challenge early on, like with all the schools doing it, like the whole school system and everything, it brought all the kids together. Bullying went down a lot during that time because everyone was doing it. Everyone had a common thing of like, we want to do this.
It's like a whole group thing, everybody coming together and getting to know everybody, and you're gonna be doing this while I'm doing this, and et cetera, et cetera.
One thing I love to see, and I wish that it got more popular rather than the school ones did, or like all the ones with the teenagers, when DJs did it with their shows at like raves and festivals and everything.
Oh, like where everybody held still real quick and then beat would drop and then fucking everybody would start dancing and the fucking
music would change. It's like that's lit. That's
Like
what.
was it? The Harlem Shake. The Harlem Shake was a fucking
Yeah.
good one too. That one was enjoyable.
But it got so overdone too, you know. It's
Well,
like
I think I mean shit. I mean we history does repeat itself, so you don't know. Maybe in another year or two or 5 years, someone could do the Harlem Shake and it would blow up again, and fucking Harlem Shake would be back in. Or even what was the one like big cities where people would like stop moving, and then music would start playing. Everybody would just start a flash mob. Flash mob. Everybody would do a flash mob. Who knows? Maybe in a few years that might come back.
yeah. One thing I would love to see, and I know probably none of this generation will do it, and I'm hoping that our generation more so would be willing to do it. But for the 20s, bring back the Roaring Twenties, dude. Just bring back the Roaring Twenties, because that was like one of the best times like the nation had, because it was like everyone was happy, everyone was like partying,
Everybody.
and it was great. Everyone loved each other. It wasn't like there wasn't really a lot of hate. You didn't see a lot of hate.
No, you didn't see a lot of hate. It was very spread around with love and everything. Is she
Yeah.
okay?
You talking about my comment?
Yeah.
What do you mean about?
No hate? In
Not, it
1920?
was less hate. It was
No.
not no hate, but less
No.
hate. Yeah.
No.
Okay.
No.
No. She's saying no. She doesn't.
That is so wrong.
All right. Well, what's your take on it then?
Yeah.
That's one of the points when discrimination was at its highest.
In the 1920s.
Yeah, but everyone was doing everyone
No.
was doing drugs and drinking and everything.
Alcohol was
everyone
outlawed
age
for
group.
most of
Well,
1920s.
1970s.
For one thing.
But you had a lot of the secret mobs running, like Al Capone. He was running the underground
Al Capone was a
alcoholic
fucking
run.
idiot, so-
And no, he was one of the greatest gangsters of the Chicago
Yeah,
area.
he's
What
a
do you
fucking
mean?
idiot.
Like
That's why I'm
he
telling
actually
you.
knew
No,
what he was
Dumbass.
doing.
No. B-Rad. Ask her. All right, ask her this. If it was the 1920s not one of the best years for literature, art.
Okay, so the 1920s. Was it or was it not the best time for like the literature, the art, all of like the nice, like
Beautiful.
beautiful cosmetic things in life? Not really.
No.
What?
So
What?
you're telling me you don't find like a nice shining like brand new Rolls Royce driving around and people wearing like diamonds and gold? That's not beautiful.
Okay,
That's
but
not
you're
like
talking about bringing that back. You know what happened because of the 1920s? The Great Depression. You bring everything back from the 20s?
In the United States.
We're-
In the United States, but across the whole world. That's.
yeah.
1920s, yeah, we did have the Great Depression, you know, the Dust Bowl, all that shit. But also on turn though too, most people weren't into. Well, all the great artists, anyways, were not in the United States. Around the 1920s, you found a lot of famous artists as well as the directors for movies, music, literature, art, all that stuff outside of the United States. And yes, afterwards, the United States did catch the Great Depression, which that's the United States' fault. Like as a whole, though, as a world, it was a pretty good year. It was a pretty beautiful year. There was a lot of celebrations there. Yes, there was war and there was shit going on, but it was still a beautiful fucking year. It was much more simpler. People were more open to ideas. You were able to sit down and conversate with somebody and disagree with them and just be like, hey, let's agree to disagree. But now it's arguing and it's fucking people on other people's lawns with pitchforks, basically, to date. But back then, you could actually sit down, have a drink with somebody, be like, I disagree with your view. Let's talk it out. Let's have some fucking shots. And if I don't like your view, that's fine. She had to go puke.
Yeah.
I made her sick.
No, she texted me. She wants to make a store run after we're done here.
A store run. Wait, like to go get medicine or just go get food?
No, for here, hold on. But I don't know. I'd like to see the Roaring Twenties like style come back.
I think I agree with you. In my personal opinion, I think the 1920s would be a beautiful time. Like if they were to shut down the internet, if they were to shut down the internet, all phones, everything go offline, people actually connect with people now. I think that'd be a beautiful thing.
Yeah, it'd be wonderful. I'd like to see like a great at least one time. I want like our generation to get together with like a Great Gatsby kind of style party where you have that like nice jazz and like the nice like big ballroom of people and
people drinking some cognac
and
dancing and actually throwing ideas off of each other, trying to like better like because like all right. So what do we have to date? Look who we have to date as people. All right, so we do. All right, so I will give it this. We have Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, The Hobbit. Every yes, that's true. But every other book I see here lately is just fucking self-help books. Everyone's trying to get rich quick. Everyone's trying to fucking become the next Bill Gates or whatever. The world doesn't revolve around money. We make it revolve around money, but you can have a great time and live and have a fucking blast. I mean, shit, I have Salvador Dali's fucking artwork on my arm, and he was in Paris in the 1920s. He was a beautiful fucking crazy bastard who actually never did drugs. Everyone thought he was a big druggie. He was definitely into sex, though. He loved and enjoyed sex.
Who doesn't?
Oh, sex is a beautiful thing.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I don't get why Tinder gets trashed on so hard for. Come on, man. Everybody wants to have fun, and one of the most enjoyable things to do is have sex.
Because if you're not in the right area of the country, you don't see too many girls looking just for sex. They want actual like a online dating like app, and it's like an actual like relationship thing. It's like that's not what Tinder was made for. And there's other sites that help you with that, or there's a thing called going out and having a social life.
Go to a bar, meet somebody at a bar, whatever.
Yeah.
It's just people having fun, and like I see people all the time on Twitter and stuff dating online. I'm not gonna date anybody online. I can't fucking smash. I can't mess with you like this. No.
It's like why? You can't touch each other. It's kind of like online dating is obsolete.
It is. To me personally, it is. Some people enjoy it. Some people feel more comfortable being at home and dating somebody online, which I couldn't do because I enjoy sex. So
yeah, because who's to say you start dating someone online and they're not secretly seeing the other people in like the real world?
That's true too. That is very true. That's also very true as well. I mean, you could meet somebody online and they could actually be dating somebody in person and then just dating you online as like an online, girlfriend or boyfriend.
Yeah, it's like I don't understand people and what they why online dating is such like a popular thing, or why it's being such a craze or whatever.
Sex is bad.
Whoa. You're talking to a borderline sex addict, alcoholic.
I'm marrying a borderline sex addict.
Hey, now.
He looks like a borderline sex addict.
Fuck you, Mom.
Nah, you know I love you. Yo, give me 1 second. I'll be right back. I'm gonna run over to the kitchen and grab a drink.
Alrighty.
Take 5, bitch.
Second 5.
No, I'll be fine. I just don't want to go alone. No, like I don't think I can drive and go alone. It's fine. I can go. I haven't seen the things I have to do. I can hold it down long enough. I haven't exactly completely thrown everything.
Sweet Jesus. I walked out to grab a drink very quickly, and the hallway was dark, and I accidentally kicked my fucking cat right in the face. It was an accident. I love her to death. I just loved on her. That's why it took me so long to get back here. I made sure she was okay. Which I didn't kick her hard. I accidentally like clipped her with my foot when I was walking out the door. But I did turn the hallway light on so I can see them whenever I walk out. So I don't do that again. So I don't repeat that again.
We're kicking cats now?
Hey, meow. Hey, meow. No, I accidentally clipped my cat with my foot when I was walking out of the room here because the hallway was dark and I was going from light to dark and my eyes was adjusting and I didn't see her, and I accidentally clipped her with my foot. Not hard, but I felt so bad. I started to love on her and I picked her up and I gave her some treats.
It was like a here's an I'm sorry thing.
That's what it was. And then after doing this, I'm probably gonna get PETA called on me and get arrested.
Right. So, kind of going back to Fortnite, have you seen this thing called Tim Damage?
No. What?
Okay, so Tim the Tatman plays a lot of Fortnite with Dr. Lupo, Ninja. Basically,
Yeah.
I do work.
Yeah, he plays with a lot of people.
For some reason, and Monster Gaming has like tweeted it at him like, "Hey, we found a picture. This might help you," because he kept taking fall damage. Because he would keep jumping up and like basically killing himself because I'm so high. He's like, "How am I taking this much fall damage?" So they like added him a picture like, "Hey, we think this might help you understand the fall damage."
It was the level of fall damage you can take, right? Was that the one?
Yeah.
I saw that. Okay.
There's a thing on Urban Dictionary now for Tim damage. It's a noun. It's taking as much unnecessary fall damage as possible in the shortest space of time.
That's fucking awesome.
And in the sentence they use it in the sentence, and it's like, I just took Tim damage.
I'm gonna be calling that every time I take fall damage. I'm gonna be like, I took Tim damage.
Like, oh, there's Tim damage. That's gonna be new. Dude, I'm gonna run with that so much on stream.
You ever notice how you get stuck on a word? This is kind of a little weird. I don't know if it's like a mental thing or like a mindset, or like if you just enjoy the word so much it like, you know, gives you like releases the endorphins or whatever. But I've been stuck on lol, yeet, and fucking woke, stay woke, fucking, you know, yeet. I don't know what it is. I don't know why, but like those are the first words that come to my mind when playing or talking or whatever.
See, and I say lol all the time. Like, you will always hear me like saying like lol. And my fiance hates me for it because I said it so much, and she's heard me say it so much that she started doing it.
Oh, she got it. Yeah, like a kind of like a yawn. It's contagious and shit.
And at one point, I'm gonna get her to be doing lamau.
I refuse to say that. Fucking dumbest thing I've ever heard.
That's the fucking shit. So fucking. I'm
Like,
that fucking. Oh God, Jesus. All right, so no, LOL got like. All right, so I just recently turned on to LOL. I'm pretty old, so I was never really into like the whole new stuff. But Teo said woke one time, and I got stuck on woke. I'm stuck on woke now. And then someone said yeet.
Yeah, yeet.
Yeah, fuck it, yeet. I don't remember where, but it's just stuck in my head. I'm just always like, yeet squad, let's get it.
Because like every YouTube video of like a Fortnite montage or whatever you see, it's like, let's go boys, eat.
That might be what it is. Maybe, dude, I'm fucking
You
social
see
media
it
is
everywhere.
brainwashing us.
Yeah, you
It's
see it
fucking-
everywhere, and it's like the stupidest words that come to mind get the most popular for no apparent reason. But that's just what everyone starts saying, and there's like actually like, and then they start adding like it as a slur for
Yeah.
something.
And then they
It's
even
like-
like abbreviate it to make it, yeah, like it's the fucking kind of like, all right, so remember what was that band? I can't remember the band's name, but they wore their pants backwards, and that caught on for a long time.
Oh my god.
And people used to wear their pants backwards, so it's kind of like something similar to that, more or less. I would say,
Yeah.
like, I don't know where the, you know, between saying and, you know, what you're wearing, but that shit caught on. People literally wearing their pants fucking backwards. That was a thing.
No, I don't understand why people do what they do most of the time. It's just, I don't know. It's just weird. It's just weird to me.
I fucking told you, bro.
Listen, we got um one thing I do, one thing I think I'm gonna start seeing more often, and I don't know if it's because of the recent event, but I think Ninja's gonna try and start getting back into PUBG more.
Really? You think he's gonna roll back into PUBG?
I think he's gonna try and roll back into it, and I think his viewer base is gonna plummet, and it's gonna open up more opportunities for a different streamer or the next bigger streamer, and everything for like the next game or even Fortnite. Someone else is going to take over that top spot.
Someone's gonna step up. Cause what was it was Dr. Disrespect for a long time. I don't remember who it was before Dr. Disrespect who held like kind of the title over Twitch, but
I'm a cutie pie.
I'm a cutie pie. He held it for a while.
Yeah, he held it for a while because like he is one of the most paid Twitch streamers on Twitch, and he's just this big troll for the game League of Legends and just shit talks a lot and everything because he thinks he's the best, but he's like the top 5 players in the world, like best players in the world.
Oh wow. So he's not too bad. He's not too bad.
No,
But he's not the greatest.
he's a fantastic player. He's not the greatest player in the world.
But he still likes to troll and do.
Yeah, and so I'm a cutie pie ran with it for a while, and then Dr. Disrespect got PUBG and took over that platform, and he ran with that for a long ass time.
Yeah, he ran.
Then he stepped away because word got out that he cheated on his wife. So he stepped away from that, and he fell off of that. And then Fortnite came out, and that's where Ninja came into play as a big part of that. And now you see Ninja, Myth, Lupo, Tim the Tatman. You see more YouTubers like Dahi Denogla. Basically, I Do Work.
I've seen I Do Work before. I've seen his stuff.
Yeah, Marcel like plays with Ninja and Tim and Lupo all the time.
Well, you know, Ninja, he was the first one. He actually was the one to integrate YouTube into Twitch. Like a lot of YouTubers came to Twitch because of Ninja.
Yeah.
And that's cool because they're bringing extra viewers, but I think the majority of the viewers are watching the people that came to Twitch for.
Right.
They might branch out and check some shit out. I don't know. It just depends.
I think a lot of the things is one thing I've always thought of. Like, I think a lot of YouTubers are coming to Twitch and streaming on Twitch a lot more because Twitch has a better revenue payout.
That's probably true. I know YouTube's been having a lot of issues here recently.
Well, yeah, because they've been changing so much stuff with their like revenue payouts and everything, and all these YouTubers are getting mad because they're not getting paid what they were before or as often as they were before, and so now everything's just kind of like falling off from that. They're going to Twitch. They're bringing their follower base from YouTube to their Twitch and growing just as much and getting paid more because Twitch has a better revenue payout.
It's an ungodly amount of money though too, because I mean, I don't know how much. I don't know if the revenue is going like. I don't know if the revenue from YouTube to Twitch. I don't know what it's going to be equaling, or if they're making more on another platform or whatsoever. But I feel, especially since all these YouTubers are jumping over, I feel like they're making more money. They see the potential to be made, and they're like, "Holy shit! I can, get these donations and get, all these bits, and I can also get ad revenue." Which, I mean, YouTube gets ad revenue, but I'm pretty sure Twitch might hold a few things over YouTube. But YouTubers are also having an issue too because they're not able to hold, because all the YouTube videos are edited, high quality cuts and stuff like that for the best stuff that they actually get. But when you live stream, I mean, you see a YouTuber stream for an hour and then they start to kind of like, daze off. They're like, fucking on their phone, not really talking to chat, not, basically forgetting about chat and just kind of sitting here and playing when the game comes up and just expecting people to be there. That's not enjoyable. That's not fun to watch at all.
Right.
To me, that's very boring, actually.
But yeah, no, it's just, I don't know. I just see a lot more YouTubers coming to Twitch because the better revenue payout that they can get, and because YouTube used to have a thing where you when you started out doing your videos on YouTube, They used to do a thing for like every 100 views was like $10,
Oh,
or like 100 views was like $1 or whatever, like somewhere in
it
between there.
was it was
It
good
was
money.
it was good, but it was low if you didn't get a lot of views, and a lot of people had to grind and grind and grind and grind and grind and grind, and they'd spend so much of their own money into it that they don't even make enough in the end to benefit from it at all.
They don't, yeah. In the very end, in the long run.
Yeah,
Well, I wonder
and
why. I wonder why if that's why a lot of people like. Who is it? Because I used to watch Hex way back in the day, but now Hex's YouTube, to me personally, is just annoying. I don't know if he switched up his style because of that. I would assume it's probably because of all the shit that YouTube's doing to fucking correct their shit or whatever the fuck they're doing. I don't know what they're doing, but
yeah,
it's fucking dumb. It's the dumbest thing possible.
right. But see, like, you can go to someone who's never seen a Twitch like live stream, but they constantly watch YouTube videos. And now, because Fortnite's a big thing, there's a lot of Fortnite videos out there and different streamers. You can still mention Ninja, and people will still know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
It's like, it's not completely obsolete anymore.
But it's
And
not. It's also not as good as it was because they did have
yeah,
a peak. They did. They were fucking. They definitely held a monopoly in that corner for a while. But then now, since Ninja, I do give mad props to Ninja because he has changed the game up quite a bit. And me personally, like, I don't want to pat myself on the back, but I was talking to someone about it, and that's why I started doing it. And I started streaming IRLs instead of these specific games. And everyone always asks, like, why do you stream these specific games? And I know I tell a few people, and a few people, it might grow. But IRL though, it's easier to pull, you know, random viewers. And yeah, I'm still in real life. I'm still sitting here in real life streaming. And I mean, of course, the game is just more or less for the background.
yeah,
But you get more people. You get more interesting people. You get people who, follow this and that. You'll get more views, and it might be, cutting the corner slightly. But I mean, shit, how hard is it now since Twitch is so saturated, since YouTube and Ninja? All these
right,
people want to stream. Everybody wants to stream. Everybody wants to fucking stream now. That's all they ever see is people wanting to stream. I know people, when I first started streaming, people that I grew up with didn't know what it was. They had no fucking idea. They were like, what is this? This is dumb. I don't want to do that.
right.
And then I posted the fucking pic of the dono I got yesterday, and people were like, "I've been looking into streaming. I want to get into streaming. How do I stream? How do I do this? How do I do that?" I'm like, dude,
Mhm.
no, you're on your fucking own. Learn your own shit. I learned
Yeah.
on my own. Nobody would fucking wanted to help me and shit. Fuck you. Do your own shit. Grind your own stuff out. It's no hate against you, but deuces. Do your own thing.
Oh yeah,
There
and
is. You tired, brother?
love it. Um, but no, I've always like been interested in streaming and wanted to stream ever since I was like 14, 15 years old with Black Ops 2. Like
Same.
I did some Black Ops 2 live streaming off of my PlayStation 3. I was I mean I got 19 followers throughout that whole time. I only did like 2 or 3 streams maybe, but I mean I came back once I got like a better computer, and I grew myself up to like 119, 127, 134. And then I upgraded my computer again because the old one couldn't take it, and now I'm sitting at 300 some like followers, and like the growth I've had is amazing, and I love it. And a lot of people I like have talked to, like my parents, for an example, because I heard it mostly from them.
Oh yeah, same. Oh, fucking
Like
hands down, same.
I'm like, I could make decent money out of this. I just gotta put the time and effort and work into it. But they're like, that's just a waste of time. You're not gonna get anywhere with it. It's not gonna get you anywhere. You can't make a living off of it. I'm like, yes, you can. You just gotta get to that point. And so I posted that picture where I had the host for 3 from Hayes, the host of 105 from FMS 25, the $100 dono, the follow, all the follows, the subs. It's like, I'm actually succeeding at what I've been doing and what I've been told I was never going to succeed at. So it's like, here's my proof to you that I can do something.
Yeah, something that you guys didn't. I think that was the worst thing possible, when especially growing up with my family too, because I've always been a video gamer. I think I'll be playing video games till I'm fucking 60. I'll probably die with a controller in my hand. But it was so funny to me to see all these people be like, oh yeah, no, they didn't give two shits about it. They gave no fucks about it whatsoever. And now, well, I posted that and everyone's like, oh hey, you know, fucking, how do I get into streaming? Oh yeah, guess what? Fuck you. Do it yourself.
Yeah.
That's my main thing. Like, if I run into people like you, like, so I met you as a streamer, as a player, and stuff like that, I don't mind to support you. But the people who gave no fucks about it, and people who looked at me like, it was a waste of time, bro. Like, what are you doing? You're playing video games and shit? Like, well, fuck you. What did you do? I made $260 the past 3 days, bitch. What did you do?
Yeah.
I sat around playing fucking video games.
And got paid to do it.
Yeah, people enjoyed my content. People enjoyed this shit. Like, it was fun for me.
Yeah, and that's what it is. It's another way to it's another platform for creating content. It's like, you see all these YouTubers and everything, and people are like, oh dude, I love this YouTube, I love this YouTube. I'm like, really? So you'll sit there and like go off on like how much you love YouTube and everything because there's so many great videos. You realize that the people that are doing that are on Twitch doing that live, and it's a whole another spectrum of the content.
Yeah.
Like, you see the full length content in the context and everything.
It's so frustrating.
It is.
I could just feel my fucking blood starting to boil just thinking about it too. Because my parents, like, my parents didn't say shit. I fucking sent both of them the picture of what I made in the past 3 days, and they didn't say a fucking word. But the whole time they always were like, no, you don't, no, don't do that, don't. I mean, they were supportive to a degree. They were like, well, do it as like a hobby, do it as this, do it as that. Cool. I mean, I do work and stuff like that, and I do all this extra shit, but they didn't care. They didn't give two fucks. In all honesty, I don't have anybody besides the people that I play with to talk about streaming with. Or I guess Teo. I know Teo in real life, but now I see other people that I grew up with starting to try to live stream. And that's cool, you know, kudos to them. Do it yourself. You got your own shit going on. Got you, bro. But I never had anybody to talk about streaming with. I never had anybody to talk about the fucking downs, the ups, you know, fucking pushing through it, you know, trying to fucking drive.
The supporting.
Yeah, nothing.
Yeah, and I mean, a lot of it's gonna come down to if and when I get big. Or when and if I get big.
When you get big. That's my mentality.
I'm gonna be making a solid decent amount of money, and then I'm gonna have all these people like, yo, let's hang out, yo, let's do this. I'm like, no, you want to hang out with me because I'm getting big now, and you want to jump on the train and enjoy the ride. That's
on social media, because once you get big on Twitch, obviously it's gonna transfer over to fucking Twitter and Instagram and fucking Facebook, and all these people are gonna see you blow up over all these social media platforms, and they're like, oh hey, you're fucking cool, you're popular, fucking, you got all these like memes and all this shit going on, you got all this stuff rolling, you're on the news like fucking Ninja. Could you imagine Ninja, the people that he fucking the people like he went to college with or whatever, like, oh, fucking streaming video games, fuck that.
Yeah. And it's like, because the cool thing about Ninja is he got the least amount of time for video games in his household. But he is bigger and better than his siblings who got more time to play him.
Yep.
It's like, how dumb do you feel not letting your little brother play more often? Because he just came up, blew you out of the fucking water.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You don't see him. You don't see him hosting his brothers and shit out. You don't see him hosting anybody out.
He hosted. Like, nah. I saw him host one time. One time, his high school best friend. His Twitch is Fear Itself. He hosted him one time. That was it. He has not hosted anyone since, especially small streamers.
Yeah.
Have you noticed that, like, knowing that Ninja came up from a small streamer and everything, and like a family where he didn't get much time or whatever, you have other people like that as a small streamer and everything, and you show no support to them. I mean, you actually shut them down when they like approach you and ask you for help or whatever. It's like you're not gonna get anywhere that way. But because he's already on top, he can just do whatever the fuck he wants, and everyone's gonna follow his shoes.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Fucking hands down. Everybody's gonna follow it. Fucking hands down. Everybody's gonna follow them. The man makes $500,000 a month. Have you seen the new house he moved into?
No,
It's
I haven't seen it yet.
He has a little. There's a little clip on YouTube. You can watch it. Like he turns the camera around just to show his new setup where it's at. Like there's a little den right in front of him, like where people could sit on the couches and shit. And then if he turns, there's a fucking double-sided fireplace and a pool table, and then a fucking movie theater deep down in the corner that you can't see that he talks about. And he's probably in the fucking first floor of the fucking house. He's probably in the basement of the house. The house is probably fucking huge. It has a fucking movie theater in it.
Yeah.
The man's made. I bet he bought that fucking house right out. Like he just fucking bought it right out. Like fucking. All right, yeah, that's $500,000 for the house. Here's
I'll
$500,000.
bet. Yeah, bet. Easy.
Mine, my property, everything. I own all this. I don't have to fucking make payments on it. I don't have to do a damn thing. That is mine.
Yeah.
And shit, I think his wife, I don't remember his wife's name.
Jess.
Jess. She streams too, and I bet she makes some fucking bank too.
Oh, yeah. Ninja's new house tour just swears on stream. Ninja investing advice. What?
Yeah, it's.
He gives investing.
I bet he's invested really well. Shit, if I made that much money, I would invest in fucking property out the ass. I would buy a fucking. I would help invest into like a fucking apartment complex or some shit.
Yeah.
It's insane. It's insane. Like he literally, you just see like a little bit of the view of the like the bottom where he fucking streams at, and it's insane. The very bottom of the view where he shows is probably bigger than my apartment and fucking much nicer.
Yeah. I'm watching that right now. Is he only running? No, he's running 3 miles. Dude, that's the size of. That's literally. What the fuck? Dude, that's literally the size of my apartment.
That's insane, bro. Like he's fucking very well off. He's done very well for himself, and I can't fucking trash him for that. There's some things that he has said and done on stream that I somewhat disagree with, but it's fine.
The fact that he has a Fortnite chair.
Yeah, right. Fucking yeah, facepalm.
Like, come on.
Fucking facepalm. The man is very well set off, I should say.
Yeah. How long do you think before he starts dropping?
I don't know. I think that's.
views and stuff.
I think that's his plan. I think that's what his plan is, because I think he just signed with not Hot Pockets, but like another like microwave quick meal company or something like that.
Right.
I think he's branching out. I think he's using his momentum to do some other things in the works to keep making good money.
Yeah.
And I don't think he's spending it, unwisely. I think he's putting away the money that he's getting through stream and putting it away for like a rainy day. So if he was to like kind of somewhat fall off, like Dr. Disrespect has, I don't even follow Disrespect. I don't know how many viewers he gets now, but
he only gets like 30,000.
I mean that's not bad. That's not the worst in the world. But I think he's playing it very smart and doing a very smart thing. Like, because I mean, shit, they just recently moved, and I think he outright bought the house and where he wants to live and all that, and he has a college degree. He's played it very smart. He's doing it very well for himself, which I think is good though, because I don't think it's just him and his own. I think it's him and Jess and whoever else he has in the inner circle that he talks to debate about, what should I do, where should I rotate, what's going on
For Fortnite? Or or just stream in general.
A stream in general, I think, to try to
I
keep
don't
the stream going.
I really don't think he has too many people in his inner circle. I think him and Jess run it mostly. Because Jess is his stream manager.
Yeah, like yeah.
Like, so she's running her own stream and all of her stuff. Plus all of her husband's stream stuff and sponsors and events and all of that. Like, what do you really do for yourself?
He pulls 100,000 viewers consistently.
Yeah, that's about it. He's the face. He's the face of the whole thing.
That's it. And that's what it comes down to. I mean, if you could take all that extra stress, like, could you imagine if you didn't have to worry about marketing yourself and doing all this extra stuff, and all you have to worry about is focusing on stream?
Mm-hmm.
It'd
be nice, but we don't have that luxury. I especially don't have that luxury. I mean, fuck, I
don't have that.
I like, just as an example, I have 4 sponsors. I have to keep up on like what they want from me, what constant stuff I need, and then checking to see how many codes people have used for me, or what people have bought with my codes and everything.
Dude, that's why I don't fuck with sponsors, man. I've not fucked with any sponsors yet. I'm on my own. I'm gonna stream on my own for a while. I don't want to join any orgs. I don't want to worry about that extra shit.
Don't get me wrong. I enjoy the sponsors, and one of my favorites, just because I like their clothing and hats they have, is Into the AM.
Oh yeah. No,
they do so much fantastic stuff. It's amazing, and like, I get so much percentage of what people buy, like sales wise.
Well, yeah, you can make money on stuff off of it.
So.
But my main thing about that is it just takes less stress off me, so I can just focus on the less things I have to worry about, the more I can concentrate on my stream, the more I can actually give to my stream.
Yeah.
Which, don't be wrong, sponsorships are great. I mean, I would enjoy a sponsorship, but also on the other side, the flip side, because I feel like it's a double-edged sword. You have to consistently worry about what you're doing for them and what they're doing for you.
Yeah.
And where is that good medium at? Like, because I mean, I feel like most sponsorships, you're helping them out more than they're helping you out. And you can, like I said, you can make money, but they're not putting anything out. I mean, they're not. It's just, to me, I just enjoy right now what I have, and I can give all to my stream, and that's my like whole thought process with it. Of course, I'm not thought that much into it, but that's the farthest I've gotten into the thoughts on it.
See, and Hayes is Lucid. Me and him go like back into like different orgs, because we've gone through. Well, you know this yourself too. Like, we've gone through the whole organization process multiple times through multiple different organizations. And it was just like, oh, cool. It was something that we can put our name on, but we don't really benefit anything out of it because no one really wants to do anything for anyone else other than themselves. So it's like, well, fuck that. If I'm gonna do something for myself, I'm gonna do it myself and see what I can do. And ever since I left the organization, like streaming organizations behind, and I was like, because I had organizations like Silent Nova hit me up one time like, yo, we are looking for more streamers. I'm like, nah, not right now. Or one of my friends, Dan, the one that doesn't really allow anyone to post anything in his Discord, he hit me up like, yo, I just recently joined this organization, check them out. I'm like, I kind of want to do stuff on my own. And since I've been doing stuff on my own, I've seen a more consistent viewership and a more followage for me, and I benefited more from doing stuff myself rather than joining an org, putting my name on an org, and growing that way.
Yeah, because then there's also there's packages that come with fucking being under an org. There's drama. There's shit you have to do for the org. There's all kinds of shit going within the org, and I'm just like, nah. I was done with it once I left Rubber City. I was done with it, but I did have, while in Rubber City as the stream manager for them, which pissed me off the most too, because I fucking, all right, so I don't know if you know who Regal. I don't know if you know Regal, the org.
I've heard of him. Yeah, I've heard of him.
I know they just picked up a pretty good COD, or they picked up a COD team that was like Neslo and some other people. But the guy that owns it now is Andrew, and I know Andrew very well. He hit me up multiple times trying to get back into the org as, you know, a streamer, as a stream manager. a paid streamer, this and that, and I declined to be a stream manager for Rubber City, and then Rubber City fucked me over, and I was like, you know what, I'm done. I'm fucking done. I'm just gonna do it myself. I'm just gonna do my own fucking thing. Mad props to everybody else, and then of course Twitter got hacked and fucking all kinds of extra bullshit. But
yeah,
I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna do it myself. I'm gonna go about my own way. I'm gonna do it the way I feel. I don't have any regulations. I don't have any extra drama. I can bring in, I can play with who I want to play with. I don't have to worry about following anybody and them worrying, me worrying about them following me back. Because I know a lot of people in orgs, especially streamers, who fucking want, who act like they'll follow you just for an extra follow. Like, that's not my concern right now. As a streamer, I want views. I see the main thing going as views. I want fucking views. Views. Because I want to reach that partnership. I could have, there's a guy that has 300 fucking followers, but has like 100 and plus viewers consistently. He's a partner. He's partnered. And he's good. You're gonna have who was it? I don't want to call anybody out. I'm just gonna say we've played with him before, and we met him through somebody we know, and he has like 6,000 followers. But when I watched his stream, he only had like 4 viewers. Like, fuck that.
Yeah.
I'll stick at 1,000 followers if when I get to 1,000 followers. Give me the viewers. If you guys enjoy it, that's cool. That's perfect. I just want the views. I want you guys to enjoy. And of course, it does come back around to enjoying the actual stream because, they have to enjoy it.
Yeah. And I don't know. Like, there's different aspects, I guess, that go into it as well. Because, like, I know people who have 10,000 followers, 11,000, 12,000, 13 plus thousand followers, but they're only pulling 20 to 30 viewers a stream. It's like, how, I understand, like, but like, I understand, like, it's great to hit those milestones, but if you don't have anything really to show for it while you're live, what's the point? Like,
yeah, if you can't bring people back, I think people get like a fucking, like, I think people get cocky. Like, you hit 1,000 followers, you feel like, oh yeah, I'm above all these other people. I can go, watch all these other smaller streamers and shit. Yeah, dude, but you're not fucking pulling just as many viewers as they are. You can have 1,000 followers, but if you're only pulling fucking 2 viewers out of the 1,000 followers you have, obviously you're doing something wrong. You're not interacting with your stream. You're doing something fucking wrong. You need to change your shit up. You need to do something completely different.
Yeah. And what I see a lot of times is a lot of these streamers have 1,000 plus followers but like 2 viewers is because they don't have a set schedule. And they don't really announce when they're going live or anything. So, like, you need to be more active with, like, your social media. You need to figure out what times are going to work best for you in your stream to do something with, because you got to figure out where you peak at for your viewer count. Like, for me, a lot of times I peak around 11, 12, 1 o'clock in the morning at night. That's where I generally see my peak at. So it's like I try and balance out around that time after I get off work. Before I go to bed, and I'll like do like a short stream and everything, and I'll get that 5 to 10 viewer count.
Same, yeah. I'm early mornings for me. I can catch about 13 viewers, and then later in the afternoon, it's pretty sporadic. Later in the afternoon, going into night, but it's usually around 5 to 9 viewers.
Mm-hmm.
It just depends. It varies, and of course it's so hard because it varies so much. And I don't have a set schedule, but I try to stick to streaming at least every day. Every day I tweet out, mentions. I try to run my social media to get people interested in it and get people at least to get, like, if I can get people to come and watch me, I think they will enjoy it. So that's like my main thing. They don't have to follow me. If they want to follow me, that's cool. But if they don't want to view again, then don't even drop a follow.
Right.
Well, yo, how long have we? Let's see. It's been going for. All right.
Hour and 21.
Yeah, about that. It's sitting around there. because we started the Skype call a little bit before I started the stream, so it's like an hour and 14, so it's not bad. But we did go over a few topics. I know. All right, so I did get back onto Fortnite, so I can get back onto Fortnite now. Finally, fucking finally.
Right.
But I don't know if you have any other topics you wanted to go over or anything.
I'm still waiting to see if when TSM announces their new 4th player for their Fortnite team.
Oh shit! I actually thought what's his name? Dakota? Is that his name? Dakota?
Dakota's? He won't. He won't.
He won't. So he's just a streamer for them? I thought he was a player for them.
He's just a streamer.
Wow.
So it's OPSEC, TC whatever.
I thought he was I thought he was one of the competitive players for him.
No, he's just a streamer.
I know
as well as High Distortion. There's talk of Keen Richard coming over to TSM.
Yeah,
leaving Envy. But right now, as it currently stands, you got Myth as the team captain for the competitive Fortnite. You have Daquan and Hamlins.
Yes.
They had Camille's. He didn't really do a whole hell of a lot. I think they'd rather have him on as a streamer rather than a competitive player, because that's what he was doing, kind of. He was doing more streamer work than actual competitiveness.
Gotcha.
So they're like, you're not really doing too much, and we're going to have to drop you from the competitive team. So now there's an open spot, and I'm like, I need to grind, because I want to have a TSM little...
emblem next to your name?
Uh-huh. I wanna go out there, I want to live there, I want to be, like, best friends with all of them. Nah.
Well, if you want to, man, we can definitely switch over. I'm probably going to switch over to stream. And play some Fortnite. So if you're not too terribly tired,
give me a few. We gotta run to the store, and then I'll be back with that later.
Sounds good to me, brother. Yo,
right,
by the way, just a quick shout out if anybody does, or if you guys are watching this, B-Rad, he does stream. It's IMBRAD, IAMBERAD. So it's twitch.tv/IMAMBRAD, BERAD. Thank you so much for being on the podcast, brother. I appreciate it, man. It was some good conversations.
No problem. It was I love doing this. I love doing these.
I know. It was pretty sporadic. We didn't have too much. We didn't have anything wrote down going into the actual podcast. I think we just kind of, flew by the seat of our pants or off the cusp or.
Yeah.
However you want to fucking phrase it.
If there's topics to go along with things, because you know me, I'm a competitive person, so I love talking about the competitive, like, esports, like, of everything, like.
Maybe that would be a good podcast. That might be a good podcast for down the road. Maybe we'll pull in some other people, like maybe we'll pull in some other esports fanatic people. Like I know Faded's esports fan, Stressy's esports fan. I don't think Alpha's big into esports, but I'll look around, see if I can't pull anybody else in. We'll get like a nice esports conversation going, just based around video games only, nothing. Because I know, like I said, we did jump around quite a bit from government and then time and social media and all that kind of shit. So
if I can pitch you an idea, one thing I think some people would find interesting is when Fortnite servers go down for the updates and everything, they release those patch notes. We could probably get a group of us to sit down, discuss the patch notes, discuss what the meta is going to be, how everything can change, how everything's going to change as it goes along with the patch, and while we wait for servers to come back up so we can play again.
That's actually a good idea. That's actually a really good idea. I like that. I like that a lot. I am down for that. So the patch notes will be like what? It'll be late though. It'll be like Wednesday at like fucking 4 a.m. or something.
Yeah, I mean,
it'll be late.
It'd be late, but like at least we'd have like stuff on file and everything.
Oh, definitely. That's a good idea though. I'm definitely gonna hit that up later, or at least talk about it, because we have a few days. So Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So we have like 5 days. We can kind of go over it real quick for a day or two, and then try to pull in some people who want to do it, or we can just kind of iron out just so it's not so rough around the edges.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I have somewhere. I think it's this part. Yeah. So I have a little booklet journal thing. What I've done in the past is
Same.
let me find them. I played a lot of League of Legends, okay? So what I do is whenever a new patch comes out, I write it down, all the details. So then I
That's
have it
excellent.
on hand. So like when I go into like the champion select or the pick and ban phase, I can look back and see what got buffed, what the new meta is gonna look like, how it's gonna feel, so I know who is gonna be super strong and who I want out of the game versus who I want to be playing against certain different characters.
Yeah. So,
So
if
it's
you're,
like that. So it's like I want to do that with Fortnite because building meta changes as well as gun meta changes and rotations and circles. So it's like there's a lot of different aspects that go into it that I think would have a really great discussion with other people, especially other competitive like streamers or players.
And then knowing how to rush, when to kind of step back, when to build out, when to jump pad out, when to rotate around, and then of course, as it goes easily, the clips will come and stuff like that. I love it. I think it's a great idea. I'm down for it. Excuse me. I'm down for it. I am definitely down for it, my good man. But
Solid.
yes, go do your thing. Go to the store. Do your thing. Once again, shout out to B-Rad. Thank you so much, brother. I'll see you here in a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah. We'll see how everything goes. So.
Sounds good, my man. Peace, brother.
I'm out of peace.
All right, guys. Once again, thank you all so much. If you guys do decide to watch the podcast, I am a streamer as well too. So I will be streaming on Twitch. I stream to Twitch pretty much every day, but the Twitch name is Phobos the Hobo. PHOBOS THEHOBO. But thank you all so much for tuning in. Hopefully it was somewhat of a decent podcast, and if you do enjoy it, please drop me a follow on YouTube. I will and try to do some more. So some will be better than others, just depending on how it goes. I do enjoy doing a podcast with B-Rad because he's very fun to do a podcast with, because it's usually based around like video games, and I love video games. If I have someone in person with me, it'll probably be random. It'll probably be about like travel or hiking or health or something. I don't know. It's always out there. But see you guys later. Hope you guys have a great rest of the night.